You might as well have said, hey, we're Italians. We're going to be here to market you and sell you out. Okay, we're going to be helping the Germans with it and the Spaniards. And the Poles have their own military. You can feel safe going back to Poland now if you're Polish. You know, all of you guys congregate together because you belong to European nations, not to ours. You know, and the things you do to true Americans everywhere you are, you know, they're adding up. And I'm sitting here doing the math for America right now. You know, and Africa's got its own history with you. And you sit here and you belittle who we have here. You know, and like that's the same rule that goes for Africans here. You know, I don't come to Africa and I don't screw with their home. So when they come here, they don't screw with mine. You know, the rules get applied to everybody across the board, whether it's China, whether it's Asia, you know, it's applied across the board. But for some reason, you little white fucking niggers, fleas, you know, it doesn't get applied to you. You're allowed to come here, you're allowed to start raping us, you're allowed to abuse children. You just brush it under the rug because you're so embarrassed of admitting that it's you doing all the raping and killing here. You know, and like you call it your baby boom, like where you're in here, you bred in with traitors to opposite militaries. Okay, like Poland has a military, Russia has a military, France has its own military, Germany has its own military. They don't have all of our interests. You know, they come over here, you guys get into medicine, you do your trade war and your bomb to get into the mines, while you commit an act of genocide on every patient you could get to make some money for your own country. Tell me where the fuck would I want to do business with a European? And you blame it on China. You're always blaming it on China. We don't have tons of Chinese people here for you to blame for your behavior. Okay, but that's who you are. You never take accountability. You're compulsive liars. You know, you should do drugs and kill yourself. But instead, you're sitting here trying to make more room for all your little fucking flea bag friends to keep over here to, you know, because you're never going to change. You know, you got over here because you fled from being ethnically cleansed from Europe like you should have been. You know, you didn't fight in a war there and you haven't fought in one here. You know, where do you serve anybody besides your fucked up self? And you expect something here because you were born where nobody owed you shit. 3 generations back, deport them. It's, well, we gotta make peace somehow, and it's gonna come with space.